Discerning Discipleship and Discipline. Good morning. I pray you and your family are well and safe. A special prayer for those affected by both natural and supernatural storms this weekend. May God strengthen you to survive, recover, and thrive. I am still talking through my dealings with relative circumstances, and the storms this weekend, with their randomness on who gets damaged or who doesn't, would be a great example, and maybe I'll double back to that next week. Today, I need to dig a little deeper on opportunity, as I mentioned a couple of weeks ago about missing out or just not seeing it at all because we are either discouraged by the prospect of work or, in the more dire situations, we are so overwhelmed that we can't even recognize the issue as a possible help because we can just barely breathe. Last week, I mentioned needing to be positive as it relates to helping others, but mostly how for ourselves, we must seek some help from others or give ourselves a chance to deal with our issues, or we will often get so bogged down we can't tell which way is up or if it's a left or a right turn. Depending on where you are in the process, and yes, I'm talking about process again, because as he is working things through and taking us to the spot, there is a relationship that he desires and we need being created and enriched. That process is the whole point. He is fully capable of setting down exactly what you ask for right on top of us. But since we are flawed flesh, we will not likely honor nor acknowledge his deliverance, grace, or righteousness, let alone be inclined to spend time with him. So the opportunity to be in his presence is often missed because it looks like too much work. In business, we talk about opportunity cost. That is simply what you are going to give up in order to receive or achieve what it is you are seeking. The decision has to be made, and the question is whether what you sacrifice or pass on now leads you to more rewarding results later. So I could lie right here and say something about how I can't judge you or that it's all in God's hands, but I won't. You are a complete buffoon if you are regularly choosing things that you know hurt you and your family over things the Holy Spirit keeps placing in your path or guiding you to. I'm just saying. The encouragement this week is to pray through the process of being able to manage our weaknesses, the flesh, and lean into our strengths, Jesus, and make our way to the relationship with our Father. The decisions we make lead us down a path with many options, and our best bet is to be as discerning as possible with our associations and associates as to up our chances, to be as disciplined as we can so we consistently are in striking distance of the prize, and to honor our call to discipleship. So while in the midst of all of our of leading others, we find ourselves lovingly in the relationship that, as I mentioned earlier, he desires with us and we absolutely need with him. Our opportunity for wonder exponentially increases the closer we are to Jesus. The closer we are with Jesus, the more we tend to be graced with peace and understanding. Two characteristics which we most often credit for our successful choices in the times when things were at their most consequential. Work the process. Be blessed. Be.